Hello and welcome to the Long View with me, Jon Jordan. So today we're playing Final Fantasy 15, A New Empire. So just loading it up here, we can see it is a Game of War type game, and that's because it's developed by effectively MZ Machine Zone, the company behind Game of War and Mobile Strike. This is obviously a collaboration with Square Enix, the company behind Final Fantasy. So that's why we have the Final Fantasy brand on it. But in many respects, this is we could call this a reskin. But let's go in and have a look at some of the elements. So with these kind of Game of War type games, also called 4X games, you have these kind of bases. We do a lot of leveling up. So I'm leveling up my armory to level 2 there. That happened quite quickly. So you have these kind of buildings you level up so that they're more useful to you. They unlock kind of more in the technology tree. So I'm going to upgrade my wall to level 10, but I haven't got enough gil. So gil, as we know from Final Fantasy, is a currency. In this game, it's the soft currency. That's just kind of one of the kind of elements, I guess, of having a Final Fantasy game. You kind of call the soft currency gil. So I've got all these items. I've got these gil kind of items that I can use to fill up my gil kind of wallet, and then I can go ahead and upgrade my wall. I can also hit the help button there. So if I hit the help button to upgrade my wall to level 10, I've just done it there. So I've done a help request to my guild. So here's my guild, the Clumsy Pandas. There's other people in my guild who need help, so I'm going to help them all by just hitting the help all button. It's all very simple. So in this Game of War, anyone who's played Game of War knows you can't really play it without being in a guild. There's no point in doing it. They're very alliance focused, and it's all incredibly resource focused. So it's all about there's no real kind of gameplay, so to speak. It's all about metagame. It's all about leveling things up. So here's some quests. All these quests is time-based missions where I get resources. So I've just done a common quest there. It tells me how long it would take to do. So I collect that common quest. That's a guild quest, and I go and just tap on another one, a basic quest. So there's a VIP quest as well. I'm not a VIP at the moment, but I have some VIP items you can see here for different time durations. So I'll hit the 60-minute one. I've got 3 of those, so I'll just be a VIP for 60 minutes, but that will be enough to do a quest. Again, I mean, you don't get anything particularly different here, but these games are very focused on VIP, so your level of VIP is very important in the game to how quick you go, and that's really why they monetize very well. So Game of War and Mobile Striker both do about $1 billion of revenue a year, and that's because they just have this very almost this menu-driven kind of resource-heavy situation where people are spending money. And if you do spend money and you're in a guild, your guild members also get kind of a lot of resources as well. So that's how it really drives the monetization. So here I'm just looking at my defenses, my fire barriers. I can't research them. I haven't got enough guild. So it's always the case. There's always something you can do, but in most cases in these games, there's always a reason you can't do it, which is you haven't got enough currency. So just got some more gil there, so I can now go ahead and research that. Okay, so training ground, so I can build up some troops. So doing some siege engines there. So as you can see, as I'm kind of working my way down, I'm kind of upgrading buildings. I'm creating more troops. There's research trees, various research trees. So looking at the different things on the wall that I can't do at the moment because I haven't got enough resources. Been playing this game. This game's in soft launch at the moment, so these are all the things that are going on. You can see there quite a lot of different things going on. So this is why these games you kind of just can drop in, spend a few minutes looking at what's going on, start some upgrades going, and then kind of clear off again. It's actually a nice touch. This is the treasury, so gold is the hard currency. I've not spent any money in the game to get gold, but I got 100 gold when I started out. I've now got 447. That's because you can deposit 100 gold at 10%. It takes 2 hours, so you just keep cycling that around till you build up gold, I guess, until you actually want to spend it on something useful. So there's a hospital, see heal troops in there. So say this game's currently in soft launch in Singapore, Australia and New Zealand. It's been in soft launch for about almost 2 months. I've been playing it for almost 2 months. Pretty much every day been playing it, not spent any money. So I've kind of got, a certain level in a certain way through the game, but there's nothing exciting happens because it's just not just that type of game. There is no gameplay from that point of view. There is just tapping on buttons and then waiting for things to happen and then getting resources and then building up. That's just how these games work. You shouldn't really expect anything different. I guess it will be interesting if the Final Fantasy audience or people who download the game because it is a Final Fantasy game then feel a bit miffed because there's nothing going on. So we can kind of see this kind of lack of gameplay here. So this is this proving ground thing. So you have a little monster here. So you have a new resource here called ether. So I need 50 ether to attack this creature once. I'm going to unlock, use 100 ether. So I've got 100 ether now. I can attack him twice. 1, 2. There we go. So I've killed the monster, got some resources. I pick a treasure chest, get some resources, some speed up items. And what's happening? There's another monster. So it's just, you basically kind of cycle through these different loops. So it's telling me here there's some retailing going on. So you have a hero character, which is a kind of more where the Final Fantasy kind of idea comes in. I guess that the kind of I mean, there is Final Fantasy in terms of the art style, but you have these characters who you can send on missions. Again, you don't do anything. You just go off and do missions. We'll go on one of those in a minute. Just looking through the stores now, so we have guild store, guild currency. You can see there's lots of layers of currencies, lots of ways of kind of spending things, lots of ways of speeding things up. It's all kind of feeds back into these very strong kind of loops, which you're always involved with to some degree. So there's also the buy gold. Obviously, they want you to spend real money in the game. And actually, you know, these kind of games, you do spend real money. You do actually get kind of a lot of resources. So there is this kind of very strong, not quite pay to win, but this kind of strong idea that spending money isn't just you spend money and you forget about it. You know, it's very locked into the whole kind of progression. So let's go and have a look outside the city, so we can see different cities and towns there, and there's some monsters as well. So we can see there I'm quite weak, but I can attack this shield seers, whatever monster that is. So I'm going to attack with my hero character. I've only got one at the moment. You can see now there's little blue dots, and that character is actually walking towards the monster to attack him. So again, another time-based kind of action. You can speed that up if you want to, but we'll see in a minute when he completes that action. We get a little report and it tells me what I've won. The buildings, I mean, the buildings are Final Fantasy looking. It looks a bit like a Final Fantasy sort of things. There's some chocobos wandering around there in the background, but you know, they're kind of eye candy. There we go. So I've killed my monster. I've done my guild quest as well, but let's go and have a look in the reports. So that tells me what's going on. And there we go. There's a battle, and I destroyed the shield shears. So there we go. So Final Fantasy 15. It's a game of war type game. It's kind of nice looking as you'd expect, and it has some a few kind of interesting loops in there. I think that weren't in the other games. Certainly, I wouldn't say I've necessarily enjoyed it, but it keeps me coming back every day to just see what's going on. Still in soft launch, we wonder when it comes out. Will it be as successful as the other games that MZ have done? No reason to think not. But anyway, thanks for watching. This is the long view. We play free-to-play mobile games for as long as we can and do videos about things we like, sometimes things we don't like as well. So don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Hello, thanks for watching right to the end of the video. If you have any comments, please put them in the comment box. We're always interested to hear what people think of our videos. Also, don't forget to subscribe. There's a button below, and check out some of our other videos. There's 2 really good examples on the screen right now.